Hey guys, and welcome back to another video unboxing with CustomPCReview.com. My name is Sam, and today we're going to be doing an unboxing of the Creative Sound Blaster ZX high performance gaming and entertainment. Well, it says audio here, but it's actually a sound card. So this product is probably something that you guys are familiar with if you guys watch my video unboxings. Maybe a month ago, maybe less, I unboxed the Creative Sound Blaster Z. And the Sound Blaster Z is basically the entry-level card in this Sound Blaster Z lineup of sound cards. And it's actually very similar to this one. And so I got some messages from people asking me, what the difference between the ZX and the Z is. And to be honest, I mean, it's mainly this piece right here. So this is the ACM, which let's first unbox this, and let me show you guys what the ACM looks like, what it is. I've actually never seen it before, so this is going to be a new one for me as well. But the main difference is just the ACM module. It's kind of like a fancy little accessory you have right here. So let's pull that out. As far as I know, the sound card itself and all its internal components are going to be the same as the Sound Blaster Z. So with the ZX, you're going to get identical stuff as the Z in terms of like the actual circuitry on the sound card. So the main benefit is really this piece. But let's do a proper unboxing. Let's check out the accessories first. Let's move on to the sound card, and then let's move on to this ACM module right here. So included, we do get a optical cable right here. We get a driver disc, and we also get a RCA to 3.5mm jack. So there's that. All the accessories out of the way right away. We got the sound card right here, and this you guys should be pretty familiar with, so I don't think, do I need to take this out? No, I don't think so. Basically, this is going to be the same thing as what we've seen on the Sound Blaster Z. So if you guys are interested, I'm going to have a link somewhere around here, and it should have a link to the unboxing of the Sound Blaster Z. So the sound card itself should be identical. What's new is, well, not what's new, but what you get by purchasing or upgrading to the Sound Blaster ZX over the Sound Blaster Z is this piece right here. And so this they call the ACM. And I'm going to try to find out what ACM stands for. I don't even remember. I think it's like the audio control module or something control. I don't know if I could find that, but here it is. So that is the audio control module, and it says you can adjust volume on the fly, have hands-free chat, while the built-in beamforming microphone designed to work perfectly with Crystal Voice to give you industry standard blah 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 in voice communication. Okay, so there's going to be a microphone in here, and I don't know why this thing has so much dust on it, but here we go. Let's pull that off, and let's check this thing out. All right, let's unbox everything. And so, I looked at the pricing on Amazon. I'm going to definitely have some of the links in the description box below for those of you guys interested. Pricing for this against the Sound Blaster Z is about, I think it was like $40. This was, I think, $150, and then the Sound Blaster Z was about like $120, $116, something like that. So yeah. So I mean, depends on if you think that this thing is going to be worth about $40, $50, somewhere in that neighborhood. And let you guys take a closer look at this thing. It's got a braided cord, very nice, and it's a fairly long cord. And what this thing's supposed to do is this thing's just supposed to sit on your table, and that way you have adjustment for your headphones. So as you can see up here, this is for the headphone volume. But right here you've got two connectors for your seems like one is for the headphone here, one's for the microphone. So that's that. This is probably going to be plugged into your sound card, and then you have this module right here. It's fairly heavy, and it's got a rubber base down here, which allows it to grip onto your table. It looks like these holes right here are for the microphone. So it does have an integrated microphone on it, and it's supposed to work very well with Crystal Voice technology. And Crystal Voice technology is just a whole suite of audio processing functions. And definitely, if you guys are interested in that, check out Creative Audio, or check out their channel. They have a whole bunch of demonstrations showing you guys exactly how Crystal Voice and many of their other technologies work. So it's very interesting. But either way, over here we have the larger. Okay, so over here we have microphone, headphone, and then over here we have the larger connectors. I don't remember the size of these. I think these are like 1/4-inch jacks or something like that. And I'm sure this is why there's this or something like that. But hold on, guys. Let me try to figure out what this is for. Hold on. All right, guys. So sorry about that, but pretty much these are just going to be your microphone in and your headphone jacks right here. So these are 6.3 millimeters in size, rather than the 3.5 millimeter in size on the other side. In terms of gaming headsets and other gaming related products, I don't really see many using this size connector. So not sure exactly what you'd really need it for. But either way, you do have them. And even if they're like an extra add-on, that's cool. You still do have the headphone as well as the microphone over here. So there's also the the headphone volume. So very, very nice, very smooth kind of piece right here. And overall, the design of this feels very, very solid. Like I said, braided cable, and you do get the extension to your sound card. No additional power is needed, which is nice as well. So this is the module, and pretty much what you're buying is this. Now, during the break, I did pull out the Sound Blaster Z, which is this card right here, and I did disassemble it a little bit. I pulled off the anti-interference shroud, or whatever they're calling it, and I did remove this plating right here just to check out the PCB and compare it with the Sound Blaster ZX. So I'm going to pull that one out as well. I'm going to show you that. So if you guys take a look at it, overall, most of the components are exactly the same. All the amplifiers, op amps, everything the same. However, if you take a look at the capacitors here, these are slightly cheaper capacitors. So they're like black capacitors. I don't know what brand they're using here. Let me take a look, see if I can see it. But they're using not the most expensive capacitors out there, using some Luxon capacitors, some generic brands. Whereas on the Sound Blaster ZX, and originally I said these two were exactly the same, but on the Sound Blaster ZX, you can see here, these are Nichicon capacitors. So this entire way around, all I've pretty much seen are Nichicon capacitors. Maybe this one, I'm not sure what this one is. Give me a sec, guys. Not going to take up too much of your time, but pretty much this entire row right here, all Nichicon capacitors. Over here, Nichicon, up here and down here as well. These are very high quality Japanese capacitors, and basically higher quality capacitors are generally better. It just depends. I mean, sometimes it depends on. Sometimes they have lower interference. Sometimes they just sound better. They create a better sound. Obviously capacitors are for power delivery, And so, having cleaner power, having less interference is always better. These Japanese capacitors also tend to last longer. And if anything's gonna break on these cards, it's most likely or more than likely going to be the capacitors. So having the cheaper capacitors aren't as good as having these nice Nichicon capacitors right here. So luckily I pulled these cards apart to find that. But overall, if you guys are interested in having this ACM module, I do think it is worth the upgrade to the ZX. If you guys are interested in this module at all, just because they are using higher quality stuff over here. So you're not just straight up paying $40 for just this piece right here. You're also paying for better quality capacitors on board. But otherwise, yeah, I've reviewed this card right here, the Sound Blaster Z. Fantastic card. I'm going to drop a link to the review in the description box below. So if you guys are interested, definitely take a look at that. I'll definitely have links to both of these products on Amazon, so you can check pricing and all that stuff if you guys are interested. But that's all I really have for you. Definitely thank you guys for checking out this video unboxing. If you guys are interested in more videos like this, definitely subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/custompcreview. Don't forget to check us out on Twitter at twitter.com/custompcreview, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.